All right. We're live.
Kenzie, we got to do this. Hi.
What is that?
It's how Kenzie and I say hi. And I'm looking for my baby. Oh, there he is. Maybe we'll get him in a little bit.
My Grogu's in Marvel talk, not Star Wars.
I know, but he could still listen in. He likes
hanging out.
Yeah, he's my buddy.
Welcome in, Francisco.
My buddy. Uh-oh, does Tracy have him? Oh, he got up for another reason. I thought he went to go get Grogu. Oh,
no, he didn't get him.
Oh, I want Grogu. Go get him, Jeff. Go get him.
I am not.
He's right there. No. He won't get him, Abby.
This is a totally different.
He has a little hoodie on.
Topic.
Okay, so where did you get those clothes? Did you get them at Build-A-Bear or somewhere else?
Oh my God, he's got little slits for his ears to go through his hood.
It won't stretch far enough.
You're kidding.
He's got two big ears.
Oh my gosh.
I was
Abby,
wondering
come see. Hurry up.
Abby's I was wondering what's going on because I had the stream open on YouTube and it was like, I'm getting serious echo going on.
So did you get the Baby Yoda top there at Build-A-Bear too?
No, we got him the onesie.
So Abby, look at him. Look at
Welcome
him.
in, Daniel.
Show him his little sweatshirt. Look at his little sweatshirt.
They fit so well.
That's the Build-A-Bear clothing. It's adorable.
Hold on.
Oh, Abby, can you hand me mine? Yes. Oh,
this is not about.
We're waiting for people to come in.
Grogu. I think he should hang out with me instead.
He's just going to sit here and listen nicely.
Welcome in, Matt.
I got myself a haircut.
Nice. Hi, Francisco and Daniel.
Daniel, and Matt are here.
And Mike.
Francisco.
And Mike. Sorry.
That's fun to say, Francisco.
Francisco.
Every time you say that,
she wants to hit me.
I so bad one. Like it was funny at first, but now like every time he's in the chat, you say it, and it's just getting very annoying for me.
Welcome in, Tina. Okay, I was going to say Tracy.
So
let's see the haircut.
Tina cut all my. Tina was like, when I said the other day I came back from the haircut, she was like, "You cut off all your curls?" I'm like, "Yes," because I hate my curls.
Super Fluffy Yeti, welcome in, and Wonderful World of Walter, welcome in, guys.
Hey, Mark.
Wow.
So we're going to talk about WandaVision tonight. Today.
Your notification just went out, so you'll see a couple more.
Did it?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go grab my cup of coffee. I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure. I was so excited for this WandaVision, and I feel like it did not disappoint. But
I really liked it. Mm-hmm. I think it was really interesting. I think it, like, obviously things don't make sense right now, but like looking at Mandalorian didn't make sense at first. We were confused at the beginning of Mandalorian.
Right.
So I think as we go on, we're going to get more explanation, and then we're going to be able to go back and watch these episodes and get to see what, like, all of the things we missed.
Yes.
Welcome in, Anne, and welcome in, Alex. So let us know in the chat if William, welcome in as well. And Dennis Algazi. So let us know in the chat if you've seen it and what kind of questions you have as well.
Yeah.
You haven't.
Because we're going to make this very interactive with the chat because we don't know what's going on. So
I'll tell you what. Can I say just a couple of things?
Arjun, welcome in.
Real quick. I saw on Good Morning America the actor that plays Vision. What's his name?
Paul Bettany.
Peter, Paul, John.
Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Paul Bettany.
Could be Ringo for all we know.
He said that he watched like 50 episodes of the Dick Van Dyke Show so that he could get that whole feel down. Like that first one was based off of like Dick Van Dyke, and he nailed it. I mean, he was so funny. He was so funny, and it really brought another dimension to the actors, don't you think? I mean, he really She was funny. I mean, Wanda was hilarious. It really, like, I think someone said it captured the whole feel of those 50s. Now, is it moving up, like it's 50s, then 60s, and 70s? It's
So
going
So
to,
the second episode is based off of Bewitched.
yeah, and I never watched Bewitched, so
that's 60s. So they're going up by the
I
time.
have the exact dates.
okay.
The
Welcome
first
in,
episode
Suzanne.
is 1958. Second episode is 1965.
Oh, that was a great year.
I don't know. I wasn't around.
Hi, Carol.
Oh, come on.
I was talking about. I'm like, it looks like they're going to jump a century each episode.
Yeah, because at the end of the second episode, they jump to the 70s. So.
Well, so I'm just thinking, what happens when you get to the 80s and you see Vision and Wanda doing the Cosby Show intro?
Oh, yeah. Flipper. Is Flipper
Welcome in,
getting
Flipper.
is Flipper getting echo?
Welcome in, Alex, the filmmaker.
I don't know.
Did we say hi to R. Jones? Hi, Richard.
We did.
I said hi.
Wonderful World of Walter said, love the overlay they choose, Bewitched and Dick Van Dyke remakes, beautiful, some favorite classics. Annie said, what's with the voice on the radio? Is she in a trance and is someone trying to wake her up? I think I'm not making any theories. I'm not trying to like make theories off of anything yet because it's really hard to make theories based off of the very little information we've been given. I know like everybody's been like hardcore analyzing it and I totally get that, but I don't do that to myself because then I just get my hopes up, and if it ends up not being what I think it's going to be, I just try to enjoy it until there's things that you can make a theory off of.
Right.
Yeah.
And I did watch ahead, like I didn't watch ahead, but I watched like the trailers, and it looks like it gets more involved. And then
it will.
more things happen during an episode that has to do with whatever it is that's going on.
Yeah, I
so
mean,
it'll start to make more sense.
Let's talk about the first episode then.
I'm just going to say that the first episode is we're just setting it up. You know, we're just you're figuring out what's going on. You know, they're in this weird black and white sitcom world.
I have to say, I was very excited about the actress who, if you've seen that 70s shows, plays Kitty, and if you've seen Friends, plays Alice. It was really cool seeing her because I think she's a great actress. I love her. She is so funny. So it was really great seeing her, and she was in both episodes. So it was nice, like seeing that she might be a little bit of a reoccurring character.
Yes, I agree.
Welcome in the Friendly Gamer, and Friendly Gamer said, hello, all I know is that this show leads into Doctor Strange. And that's what I'm thinking, that Doctor Strange is behind all this.
Really?
I'm thinking Doctor Strange is behind all this.
So the whole phase 4 is introducing the multiverse and other dimensions, other Earths, other things like that.
Okay.
So it's going to get kind of weird.
Hi, Kay.
A lot of the new shows that are coming out are going to be a little strange to where anything can happen because it's an alternate universe, it's an alternate dimension, it's an alternate timeline. Anything could happen.
Yeah, which I think is awesome.
You have to have an open mind.
I think it's awesome.
Okay.
And I thought it was really interesting how like they keep getting asked, how long have you been married? When did you guys get married? Where are you come from? They don't know because I just think that's so cool how it's like, well, where are you guys from? And they're just like,
so
no idea.
I think that's because, and I was watching a show that said they don't, if you ever watch any of the 50s sitcoms, there's never any backstory to any of those sitcoms. Like Leave It to Beaver or, Hazel or, My Three Sons. There's no backstory to them. They don't tell what they do at work. That's why, like, when he goes to work, he doesn't know what he does because none of those dads know what you never get involved in what those dads do at work. They just, the setting is the home, right?
Yeah.
So the dad goes to work and then he comes home, but you never know what he does.
But I mean,
I remember watching Leave It to Beaver, and like almost every night that, or every once in a while, Beaver's father, Ward, would be like, oh, I got a meeting tonight. I'm thinking to myself, work meeting? now that I'm older, I'm realizing that there's probably like a lodge meeting or something else to that effect.
Yeah.
Or the
Rotary
secret
meeting,
society.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
secret society of the
Or
Illuminati.
the neighborhood watch that they go to in the second episode.
No, I think Ward Cleaver was in the Illuminati. He had a couple of meetings a week.
Well, welcome in,
think-
Amy.
I think it was really cool seeing like Vision and Wanda doing things out
Yeah.
of fighting, because I feel like that's all we ever see them do in like MCU movies. So it's interesting seeing them not doing that.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and we had the weird comedy too, like where Vision goes in and gets hit in the head with a plate,
Yeah.
you know, and it's the weird campy lines, you know. Well,
Yes.
my wife with her flying sausage, you know, and
Yes.
you know that
Yes.
just weird, you know, those kind of a things. And
Yeah,
it's-
I remember
Well-
that the Dick Van Dyke Show. Just in the beginning, he would like trip over a
Yeah.
ottoman or whatever.
Well,
and fall.
the living room set is very much like their
Yeah.
living room.
Well, that's
here's
the
the
whole thing
thing.
about Vision walking through the chair. Because walking through that
Oh.
ottoman, because Dick Van Dyke would always trip over that ottoman. That was
So-
the thing about Vision walking through it.
Okay, I didn't notice that.
That
part.
was a little nod to.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
ahead, Tracy. Sorry.
So I watched. Listen, the one YouTube channel that I actually watch for a lot of breakdown is the New Rock Stars,
Okay.
and what they said about the first episode and the design of the living room. Dick Van Dyke was involved with designing that living room.
Yeah, he was a consultant.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, for the show.
That's cool. That's cool.
And they were,
I haven't watched a lot of those older shows.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really, I really enjoyed the feeling. I am glad to have color now, though.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it until I watched the breakdown from this other YouTube channel.
Yes.
There was color in the first episode
Mhm.
during the radio when they were doing
the radio.
Well, no, not the radio. The toaster scene.
The
Yeah.
toaster. I'm
Right.
sorry. Yeah.
The toaster blinked red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never
Oh.
even paid attention.
But
to
the toaster also made the noise that
from
Tony
Tony Stark.
Stark. Yeah,
Yeah.
from his
It's Stark Industries.
The-
made that
Right.
picture.
The,
I thought that
the
was
color
fun.
the color red plays a major part in the entire series, and
Okay.
you'll
Okay.
we don't quite know what the color red means yet.
Okay.
Whether it's Scarlet Witch, whether it's something to do with the villain, whether it's something to do with whatever is going on outside of this thing.
Right.
But the color red is so, you know, because we see it in the light. We see it when
the helicopter.
the helicopter. We see it when
The
what's her
blood.
name? Yeah, cuts her hand. So that's a major thing. So the color
Right.
red is a major
It is.
part.
Well, come in,
So-
Mr. Willie.
So back up here, because I know we said we also wanted people to put things in the chat because we were gonna, and I think Anne asked a question about the choking scene.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think happened there? It seemed like she was wanting Wanda to stop, but like it was like it was on.
Well,
I don't know.
I'm under the impression that Wanda's in this reality, and he was taking her out of her reality, so she was making him choke because he kept asking her.
Yeah, or
So
somebody was.
She didn't like the questions he was asking, so
I
she
think-
wanted to stop him from talking,
Okay.
and then she finally thought it was enough and had
Yeah.
Vision help him.
I think she's got this, like, she's thinking in this other reality. She's creating this different reality in her head where she can be with Vision and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And so she knows who they are. She knows that they have powers and they know that they can do that stuff. They know that they're Wanda and Vision. They just don't really know when they got married. Like, they know who they are. They just don't know their backstory regarding that universe. I'm
Right.
sure Wanda
Right.
still remembers. You know, they mentioned Sokovia. Like, she remembers she was from Sokovia. She remembers all that stuff.
Mhm.
But they don't remember being in that universe, I think.
Mhm. Yeah.
I think that it's all in her head and that she is somewhere where dad, when we were watching it, dad said something about the Skrulls, about the memory thing that the memory altering thing that the Skrulls do. And yeah, when we
Yeah,
woke up last night,
What did you say, Tracy? What?
I must have been half asleep because I don't remember any of that.
He was dreaming.
half asleep, but he said something about the Skrulls, and I think that the people and there's a sword logo that keeps popping up, but I think that the people who are there, I think Agnes, the neighbor, I think a lot of these people in her neighborhood are people involved with what's going on with her outside of this reality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because what was that Dot? Was her name Dot? Like the blonde lady? She's like, I know about you and your husband, and like she was, and I don't know what she was alluding to, but she shut her up right quick when she cut her hand when she, that glass broke.
Yeah.
People are talking about the sword logo. So the sword logo was on the at the end of the first episode on the tablet, and it was on the helicopter, and it's all over the place.
It was on the bee suit guy.
The bee suit.
Yeah, what was up with the bee suit?
So sword is like a protection agency around the. It's an acronym. It encompasses. It's in the
SWORD.
comics.
SWORD stands for Sentient World Observation and Response Department.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're basically the space version of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh.
They deal with otherworldly things that happen to Earth. That's their responsibility. They're basically protecting the Earth from things from outside the Earth, or things that could be otherworldly weapon type things. And I mean, I could go in depth on all of this. Again, I could go down a whole rabbit hole, but and I have my own theories and things just based on the comic books that I've read and the things that I've seen. But I don't want to interject into your own theories. So,
here's the thing. I mean, the last time we've seen Wanda, she was they just finished the battle with. I think the last time you see her on screen is during the funeral, correct?
yeah.
Tony Stark's funeral. So
Mm-hmm.
from Tony Stark's funeral till now, something had happened. Either she was kidnapped, or she was trapped, or she was placed I think she's in a coma of some sort, or someone has captured her and utilizing her, or almost like in a Matrix world where they're making her do things that she wouldn't normally do. So they're trying to force her to do something. Maybe they're forcing her to have kids. Maybe they're trying to force her to reproduce, because one, obviously Vision cannot create a child. I don't think they gave him that.
Stuff.
Well, he can alter his body however he wants.
That stuff.
That is too, but I mean, I think Wanda could manifest her own children because she's a witch to this whatever effect.
And that's the natural progression of their marriage, right? Like, or her ideal life, maybe.
Wanda has twins
In comics, they do have the 2 kids.
Okay.
Like Vision and Wanda have 2 children in the comics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's probably going to have twins, I'm guessing.
Okay.
It's twin boys, I believe.
Or else she's going to have 6 like the Brady Bunch. I don't know. We'll see.
Yes. Yeah.
We shall see.
Disinfinity says that I think the bee suit guy was Jimmy Woo, guy from Ant-Man.
Could be.
What makes you think that, Daniel?
Because we know that he's coming.
Oh, he says not the person in the bee suit, the one that was calling her on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Doing this
Listen,
Thank you,
the new rock stars lightened up that whole person. It's just a person in that bee suit. There's no
Bee
real
suit?
actor.
Yeah, that's what I
There's-
think too.
There's no actor of consequence. It just happens to be, it's a manifestation of someone trying to get into her alternative reality that she's created for herself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I think he's just a sword agent or somebody involved with sword, because he does have the logo on his back.
Okay.
But again, we don't know what sword is doing yet. We don't know what iteration of sword we're getting either, because in the comics they're either good or bad. So depending on who's in charge.
And he says her husband thinks it has to do with the Mind Stone.
It could have something to do with the Mind Stone. You consider that while if they're going with the current timeline in which they're going on, all of the Infinity Stones are destroyed by Thanos. So the only thing you have left is the products of the stones, which would happen to be Captain Marvel and Scarlet Witch, unless another stone was
Hi, Blue
help
Nose.
create something else. Because Captain Marvel is a product of the Tesseract, which is the Space Stone, and Wanda is a product of the Mind Stone, which is now technically all of them are destroyed.
Mhm.
Welcome in, Chris. Blue Nose 352.
Well, there
Good
was
for
a
you.
lot of speculation too, because Vision has the Mind Stone. When you see him,
Yeah.
whether or not that's real or not, that's a lot of
Mhm.
speculation as to whether or not. And there's a lot of speculation whether or not Vision is real or not.
That's another thing. I could think that
Right.
Vision might be a manifestation of her own reality. I think she's somewhere laying on a table, being studied, and everything that you see is a manifestation of her own mind, and to keep her in this matrix type of reality.
Yeah, there's a lot of speculation that growing up Sokovia, all she did was she watched all these shows, these reruns from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and that's what's in her mind, and that's what is taking her back to a happy place
Yeah.
when she was younger.
Hmm.
Welcome in, Katrina.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So she's putting herself in those positions to try to get through what she's going through.
I don't think that she's in this on her own. I don't think she's done it to herself.
No, I don't think so either. I think that this is happening to her, and
I think that she's been put here. I have theories as to by whom.
Okay.
But I do think that she is discovering that she does have control over certain things, because we see that little by little, to where she discovers that she can still do things,
Right.
that she didn't think she could, or she's realizing, because they're both trying to figure it out. They're both
Really
trying to figure out what's going on.
Welcome in,
Katrina,
Garrett.
hi, Garrett. Katrina came in too.
Yep. Hi, Katrina.
I'd like to talk about Agnes.
Yes.
She's definitely a witch.
Agnes reminds me of a character in the comics named Agatha Harkness, who was Wanda's mentor and a witch. And in the comics, Agatha actually puts Wanda into this type of a trance type thing to help her to cope with the loss of Vision and her children.
Really?
So this is where I'm kind of thinking where it might be starting with. That's maybe how she's there, but possibly Sword has taken advantage of this in some way. Again, these are my theories. This is just from what I know from reading the comics and doing research and my backstory stuff. But that's where I see it. There is a comic book, and I recommend anybody to read it. And it's the Tom King comics. It's called The Vision. And in that series, Vision creates his own family, and to discover what it feels like to have a family. This is before Scarlet Witch, but I think they're drawing from a lot of those storylines in order to create this.
Well, I've heard that they said that it's not going off of just one comic.
Oh, no, it's not.
They're taking inspiration from a bunch of different types.
Yes, it's taking from various, and they've done that the whole series. I mean, the entire MCU is that way. There's no one storyline that makes it work. They're rewriting it, but taking elements of these different things. So that's why a lot of people think, well, is Vision really there or not? Is it, because he's asking these questions too, like he's on his own. They're both trying to figure it out, but they both have their own theories. And so that's the other issue, is that, okay, well, why is Vision going to work when, and not just staying with her? Because why does he have his own storyline if it's all about Wanda? Kind of a thing. So that's, I don't know. I mean, there are so many questions, but I have seen too, like, I think Mark and Irene, they've been talking about the little Easter eggs here and there, because there's a lot of little Easter eggs that point to the different comics and point to different characters. And I think that's why people are making all these speculations, is because they're dotting these little things in here and there. I think that a lot of these things are coming from Wanda's mind, from her memories. The whole commercials and all that, I think those are memories that are coming forward. So
what you got to remember is those memories might be manifestation in some other way, because you got to remember, like the watch commercial.
Yeah, that had Hydra on it.
It had Strucker, and it had the Hydra insignia on it. So when they closed up to it, so there's a couple of different things that's going on. I mean, listen, to me, I mean, it's not Wanda. I hate to say it, Ken's, but Wanda and Vision's not my favorite character. I'm mildly interested in this. I know I will watch it because this is what we're discussing. But it's not like these two characters aren't the ones I'm like, ooh, I gotta watch. You know, me personally, if we're doing a different type of character, like when we're gonna watch Loki, still probably not going to be like, ooh, but the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Well, of course, Kenzie will. When it's Falcon, Winter Soldier, or something like that, I'm more of an action based, and this didn't hold my attention as much as some of the movies, because unlike Angela, who probably really enjoyed WandaVision, I'm more of an action based kind of guy.
Right.
But you have to pay attention to know what's going on, because this changed direction real fast.
Well, he fell asleep, so.
So did Jeff.
What?
He fell asleep
The first time, but I was really tired. So when Mr. Hart was talking, when Mr. Hart was choking the first time, was Mrs. Hart telling Wanda to stop it, or was she who was she saying to stop it to? Was she telling Wanda to stop it?
or him to stop it?
I'm thinking she was telling Wanda.
Yes.
Either that, or it was a manifestation of somebody outside of
telling
her.
Right.
So like when
that's what I think.
That's what I think.
like
She
when
was
you're
smiling.
dreaming.
It was weird.
Like when you're dreaming and somebody in your dream tells you something, and it's probably someone telling you to wake up on the outside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It could be that type of situation.
Because she was looking at Wanda when she was saying it.
She was?
She was saying,
Okay.
"Stop it!"
But she was smiling, like
she was
she
smiling.
thought she was joking around or something.
But it was somebody else.
Yes.
I think the reason she was smiling and stuff like that is because, there's an idea about how the dream is supposed to be, how the reality is supposed to be, and then that reality that she has, she's joking around, oh, stop it. But it's getting more and more hectic because she keeps saying it, but she still has that. It makes it kind of creepy, and I think
it does.
It does.
I like that kind of. I like creepy stuff. So
these people leave. Like, I mean, Vision just reached into this guy's neck and pulled out what he was choking on, and they were like, "Okay, it's time to go home." And I'm thinking,
he's like, "You're getting a promotion."
Well, it's
because he had breakfast.
They're going back to the story. They're going back to the sitcom storyline.
Yes,
right.
And that's to me, that's again, that's where is this going?
What's funny is the boss fired the one guy because a 5-course meal wasn't enough, but he's promoting Vision because he got breakfast.
Right,
breakfast.
Because that's what would happen in the show.
Right.
Because there's always a happy ending.
Right. And the lobsters went out the window.
Yes.
Welcome in, Brandon. Brendan, sorry. Welcome in, Brendan. All right. Are we done talking about episode 1? Should we go into 2?
I think. I don't
We
know.
should.
Anything else in episode 1?
I'm just looking at my notes. I don't think so.
Yeah, episode 1 seemed kind of normal up till like the breakfast eating part, and then that's when it kind of went downhill for me real quick. Like, what's going on?
We do at the very end of the first one. We can talk about that scene.
Yes.
Well,
Somebody's watching.
Well, once you get into the credits, you actually see that notebook has the shield emblem on the outside. So you could tell that it's somebody being studied somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, and then yeah, Mark and Irene, they were saying, because I had talked to them yesterday about the credits having, the credits on the show, and then leading
Right.
into the credits, the actual credits.
Yes. Yes.
Some of those names that are on the fake credits have tie-ins with other things in Marvel. And they're just Easter eggs again. They're just mainly Easter eggs. I spent a lot of time trying to find all of that last night, and I quit because I was like, no, okay, this is gonna be too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the first name, Babs Digby,
Yes.
that's the biggest one that most people are saying that has some significance. It really didn't have any significance. It's just an Easter egg. But back in 1953 to 1958, there was a sitcom called The Life of Riley, and which actually also got its own Marvel comic in 1958. And it's just about it's just a sitcom. It's just a comedy, but it got its own comic book. So that's kind of where, and I think they drew a lot of inspiration from that show as well. It was a very popular show back then in the 50s. And then yes, there's also Abe Brown, who is the Black Tiger, who's a character from Earth 616. A lot of these characters that I went through and these names, every time I would look them up, it would come up to Earth 616, which is a different reality in the Marvel universe.
Okay.
And so that's another tie-in that we don't know where this is going.
Right.
That could be another direction.
The Marvel universe is 6. The one that we're currently watching, that's considered Earth 6 what?
I'm not sure. Because I think they're gonna jump around a bunch during this next series, but I'm not sure which one it is.
Because
I think they've even stated it.
They have stated which Earth that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is set in. I think it was 616. Like I think that's exactly.
I mean, they do. They grab a lot of the storylines from the 616 storyline stories.
The Earth seen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is Earth 199999.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, again, every comic book basically rewrites it anyway.
So, someone looked up if the Marvel universe is 616 or 1 and the multiple 9s, and it says Earth 616 is the main Marvel Comics universe, and Earth 199999 is the MCU.
Okay.
Welcome in, Chris Dadbuilds, and Blue Nose 352 said the first episode seemed like Dick Van Dyke, yes, and the second was like Bewitched. Yes, that's what we were all saying, Chris.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Except that the opening wasn't Bewitched; it was "Help me, Rhonda, help me, Rhonda, help me, Rhonda."
Well, the other thing that the real credits, and this was just my theory, because we get a lot of computerized and pixelation looking things.
Yeah.
And so that makes me think there's a lot more about Vision as well.
He's a living computer.
Because he's a computer. And so that's so I don't know if he's possibly part of the situation they're in as well. So there's just lots of theories.
Maybe Vision downloaded himself into a bunch of nanobots.
Well, yeah, like maybe the consciousness of Vision that was Jarvis still exists or something.
Well, and they even say that in, because that's the whole reason why they're trying to remove the stone in Wachovia, at the end of the last movie, to where they say that there's still enough of him that without the Mind Stone, he could still exist. And so we don't know whether or not that's, there's a Vision still somewhere, that's downloaded, same as what Ultron would be, because Ultron's supposedly still around, possibly too. We just don't know, or whether it's something totally different. We have no idea. But again, that's just me looking at things. So.
You know what? Not for nothing. I like the fact that you just brought that up, because how do you know this isn't Ultron? holding down Wanda.
Ultron could be involved, yeah.
Because in Spider-Man Homecoming, he picks up a head who has red eyes, and that's how you could tell where Ultron was, is the robots with the red eyes was Ultron.
Oh. Oh, geez.
Mm.
Oh, geez.
Okay.
I think that would be.
There's lots of different directions.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's so
I
many
mean,
different things. That
you know,
could
because we've got the magical aspect of it with Wanda and with Agatha, or with Agnes. We've got the science part of it, or the space part of it with Sword and possible Skrulls issue, and we've got lots of things.
Yes.
All right.
And Chris, I agree that I watched that Legends shorts
There's a
Yeah.
great overview.
to get the overview. Did you watch that?
No.
Oh, yeah,
We'll
you
watch
should. Yeah.
So episode 2. Let's jump into episode 2
Let's get to episode 2.
because we only have 45 minutes left.
We
Yeah.
could go on for hours, right?
So episode 2 starts with Bewitched instead of Dick Van Dyke setting. So that's kind of different. Like she's in a different reality.
Now, so.
Yeah, but why? Why aren't we staying in the 50s?
I don't know.
Because it's
I mean,
progressing for some reason.
And you even see, because their living room is different. Their house, the house is still the same on the outside, but the living room's different.
Yep.
Yes.
The whole house is different on the inside. It's a whole new set that they wear different clothing. They're, it's all different. So
Yeah, and I hear
it's
those
all white.
booms. That was creepy, right? Those booms that were outside the bedroom window.
And still,
Mhm. Noises.
they have the separate beds like they did in the.
Well, that was in the yeah.
Well, they couldn't show them all in the same TV.
That was just inappropriate. back then.
Inappropriate to show people in the same bed.
Yes.
We get a little off topic here.
No,
Okay.
no. I was curious what all those booms were. And
Right.
the helicopter, like what was that? Because she heard that boom again, and then she went out and found that helicopter. So, what do you guys think about that?
Harry, I was looking up if Ultron could still be alive. I'm really, I'm really serious about that because I
Kevin's
really
going down
like
the
that
rabbit
idea.
hole.
There are some theories that the noises are things happening outside of this world.
Okay.
So there could be some sort of conflict. There could be something happening outside, or someone's trying to break in.
Yes.
There's different theories out there all over the place.
Yeah.
We don't know yet. Again, we
Yeah.
don't know what's going on with Sword. Obviously, at the end of the episode, we see someone sneaking in,
Yes.
and so possibly they were trying to get in. So who knows?
Right. Helicopter is something from the outside world trying to get in, but Wanda turned it into something she could comprehend.
That could be as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
But
very.
yeah, that's the theories that I've read and seen. So
So what about Vision chewing gum, swallowing the gum, and getting drunk?
and getting drunk.
So what is that all about?
I don't know, but it was hilarious.
It was very funny. That was
I enjoyed
hilarious.
that.
Yeah, he really,
The Differently crew, Rhonda Meredith, welcome in.
yeah, he really had a whole different. I saw a whole different side to that actor.
Yes.
He was
Well-
hilarious. Yeah.
And I think this episode is much like the first episode is a lot more, a lot about both of them, and a little bit more about Wanda. But I think this one is a lot more about Vision. He's meeting people. Of course, so is Wanda. So, but I mean, I don't know. You're getting more of the setting of where
Right.
they're at, and
How do we not know that this might be Vision's reality after being the stone ripped out of his head that he's trying to piece together himself coming back to life?
Maybe.
Do we?
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
and that could be
It could be
too.
anything.
He's trying to figure out what's going on. So, hey,
Hey,
Walt.
well, Melissa, welcome in.
Did you see
I'll stop.
Don was here? Hitchhiking Bones?
No.
Hey, Don.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
Scroll up.
Did I miss
So
it?
we were yapping.
Oh.
There, see?
She said scroll. Who's a scroll? Who's a scroll?
There's a progression of time periods. They're setting up a conflict. Is Sword friend or foe? Oh, Dawn.
Well,
That's so many
that's-
questions.
That's what
we
Russ
don't
was
know
saying.
yet.
That's
That's
what
what
Russ
we
was
don't
saying.
know yet.
You're
whether
supposed
or
to be
not.
answering our questions, Don, not asking.
Well, I'm still reading about the Ultron thing. People really think this is gonna happen. Like,
Yeah.
because it was seen in Spider-Man: Homecoming. We saw the head of Ultron with red eyes. We saw that, and well, now in this timeline after Endgame, Tony Stark's dead. Tony Stark can't do anything about Ultron if he's dead. Bruce Banner seems to be doing different things. So now we don't have the science guys that were initially in it. Now
Yes,
we have. All right, what are you about to say?
You have at least one science guy, the real creator of the Ultron in the comics,
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
I know, but
The original Ant-Man.
he knows about, like, when he was existing, Ultron, it was Stark and Banner. I don't think Ultron knows about Shuri and Ant-Man and all those people.
Shuri.
Shuri
Oh, Shuri.
from Black Panther.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's technically smarter than Tony Stark, so
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
He's-
she's smarter than Tony.
She was the one that was getting
So
Vision's Mind Stone out, remember?
there's an idea that now that he doesn't have Banner and Stark in his way, he's been laying dormant in Stark, like in behind the scenes, and now that he doesn't have Stark in his way, he could return. So there's a lot of theories out there about Ultron coming back. I think that would be really cool because I really liked Ultron as a villain, and I love that actor. So,
Well, I mean, he is such a huge villain in the comics too that he constantly pops back up. You know, I don't know that they would do a whole nother movie about Ultron. I don't know, but you know.
oh, I'm not saying it would be a movie. I'm saying that, like, he would show up again.
Right.
In WandaVision.
Yeah,
So-
that's my idea.
If done right, the way they built up Thanos, they could build up the return of Ultron and really make him a good baddie.
Yeah, because a lot of people online say that they did Ultron bad.
Yeah.
They really
Yeah.
ruined his character.
Well,
I
there's a
love
lot.
him as a villain. I think Ultron is one of the best villains that has existed in Marvel universe.
Yeah.
I think Ultron.
Even better than Loki.
I think
Loki's not a villain to her.
He's not a real villain.
no, because he is the middle. He's in the middle. He's like, he's not one side or the other. Ultron is like Thanos, where he has that ulterior motive, that type of thing, where he's doing what he thinks is best for the universe and for Earth. So I think seeing Ultron again, because I like looking back at watching Marvel movies, I wasn't genuinely like, I never thought to myself, they might not be able to get out of this until Ultron.
Yeah.
Villains like Red Skull, I don't like Red Skull. I'm not a fan of him. But like there was never a point where I looked at a villain and I was like, there's an issue here. You've never really thought to yourself, this could be bad until Ultron.
Yeah.
And I just think that's really amazing having a villain that can do that to an audience to make them doubt if they'll be able to get out of this.
Right. Well, I do have to say, I was so sad when Grogu got separated from the Mandalorian.
We're talking about
that we started
WandaVision.
watching Star Wars stuff,
Let's
and
focus.
now
Come on.
we're right in the middle of Star Wars, and I'm ready to start watching the Marvel stuff again.
Let's focus.
Now that we've been watching WandaVision. Seriously, because now it's like it's nice to have all that backstory because I don't remember some of that stuff that you're talking
Right.
about, Kinsey. So
Well, so if they're setting up Phase 4 the way that I think they are, it's going to culminate in the Doctor Strange film, the next Doctor Strange 2. So to me, they're going to much more focus on the multiverse part of it. And now they could bring Ultron back within the multiverse as a different Ultron or as a, whatever.
Like Ultron.
But a lot of people are saying what needs to be a villain that's tied to Doctor Strange. And so a lot of people are saying that it's Mephisto. who is like a devil character. Again, don't know where we're going with this magic stuff because he's tied to all of that. But again, that's where I look at it, is to where this is kind of more of an otherworldly thing that's going on. It's all mental in Wanda's head or in Vision's head, or someone's got them stuck in some kind of, I don't know, deranged holodeck or something, whatever they are, who knows? But again, we've got 2 episodes that we have no idea what's going on. So
Walt wants the next villain to be Doctor Doom, but then again,
yeah,
maybe Marvel does a better job than the last company, because they have not got Doctor Doom right ever.
Yeah,
Fantastic Four Doctor Doom was horrible.
Yeah.
Both Fantastic Four Doctor Dooms were horrible.
All right, let's get back to WandaVision.
No, I love. See, Vision is one of my favorite characters, and so I'm just happy to have him anywhere. I was sad and upset when he was killed. He was the one character that I really, really enjoyed having, and then he was just gone. So
did they bring him back though? Were you guys talking about like his something being stored somewhere else, and then maybe building around him?
That could be a possibility, that this is actually all a construct of Vision's instead of Wanda's. But I think they're both there. I think they're both involved somehow, and I think they're combining, or it could be that they're combined. Who knows? Because Wanda has so much tied to the Mind Stone. Well, the Mind Stone is Vision, and so or has elements of Vision. So who knows?
It's way too early to tell.
Exactly. Yeah, there's no way. No way to know.
So, what do we think about Disney Plus dropping 2 episodes instead of just 1? I mean,
is that going to be every week like that?
I think they needed to do that.
They're so short. I think that they needed to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think from the things that I read of decisions that were made, that they tested watching the first episode, and people were kind of just like, "What the heck was that?" So we needed a second episode to understand.
They needed to drop a second episode that was just as weird to show you.
To kind of get
this is how it's going to be.
To pique your interest. Now, do you think going forward they're just going to have 1 a week?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
So,
1 episode may have scared the fans away.
Yes.
Yeah, and it could have been. Who knows?
Yeah. So they had the little garden party. Dot, or what was her name? Dot.
Yeah.
And
Dottie.
she was Wanda there, and she kept like her and Wanda didn't get off on the right foot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anyone pleases her. Though.
Right.
She seemed like
But
a
anyway,
piece of work, right?
So Wanda was helping her clean up and she heard the radio, she smashed the glass, and then everything was fine after that. After she smashed that glass and got cut, she didn't have a bandage on for the rest of the show during the talent show. Did you notice that?
It's like it didn't happen.
It's like it didn't happen.
Okay.
That part didn't happen. So what was the voice on the radio, and what was that all about?
Yeah, so
Help me, Rhonda, on the radio.
Chris was
I
asking
know Chris was asking about that, but I wanted to make sure we got to that.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know who the voice was. That's the thing. And we don't know.
Well, from what I watched, they're saying that voice is the one FBI agent that now works for S.H.I.E.L.D. that was in Ant-Man.
It could be.
So it could be.
And then that's what I guess somebody had said, that could be the beekeeper at the end, sneaking in.
Yeah.
Jimmy Woo. Yeah, that's his name. Jimmy Woo.
Jimmy Woo. I think that it sounds like him. Like the voice, it does sound like the character. So
Geraldine will play a huge point, and she was intruded in the second. Yeah, she didn't seem like she was on.
She seemed like she was on. Like she really likes Wanda.
Right? Like she was there to help her out.
Was that?
Yeah.
That's
The
Geraldine,
girl that said your pants look peachy.
Geraldine.
The one she made friends with. Yeah.
That's the manifestation of that she's technically tied into. What's the girl from Captain Marvel?
She's supposed to be Maria Rambeau.
Oh. How'd you know that?
So Well, and
No,
again, that's also been a rumor that's been going around, is that she will have a major part in this movie or in this series.
Oh.
That then will set it up as we go into Captain Marvel 2. So that's another direction we can go in, and that's where I think the sword thing is coming, because it's a space thing, and Captain Marvel had a lot to do with sword.
Okay.
So that's where I'm kind of so there are going to be little tie-ins that just lead all up to this final big thing that happens.
Welcome in, Stuntman. 2311.
For the children.
For the children.
Yeah, because you don't see any kids at all.
None.
During any of the episodes.
Oh.
No kids.
For all the children, you don't see one child in any of these episodes.
Nope.
Not playing in their front yard.
But is that because Wanda doesn't know how to envision it, or
Which is
No, but
another
my
thing.
idea is the whole for the children has to do with her getting pregnant. For the children, they're trying to get her to have her kids or something like that.
And it could be.
Oh,
She
That's
will
what
have
I
her own show too? Rambo? Jodine, what?
I don't know if she's going to have her own show, but I think she's going to be. So in the comics, she actually becomes the next Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. I thought it was her daughter that did.
No,
Okay.
because she's the little girl in the movie, in the Captain Marvel movie.
Oh, okay.
She's a little girl, and then now she's supposedly grown up. So
Oh.
again, we don't know where in the timeline this is either.
Oh, okay. I see. So it's not the mom that's friends with Captain Marvel. It's her daughter. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Is that the significance of the helicopter? That it's a children's toy?
Mm.
Well,
And she was looking up towards the one bedroom after.
Could be.
Yeah.
It's
That
all
could
coming
be-
together. It's all
What is it?
Also, Maria Rambeau is also a pilot.
Correct.
I was going to say, yeah.
But again, we're speculating again, going off and all.
We're not
That's what I'm saying.
speculating.
There are so many different tangents we can go
We're
in.
putting it all together, Russ. We're not
I know,
speculating.
and that's fine.
I'm joking.
I know.
You're joking.
I know. I'm joking.
But that's why I like this, because we don't know. So, Kenzie, it reminds me, the videos that you sent me of the we don't have a clue what's going on from Adult Swim or whatever. That's what this reminds me of.
Yep.
So
It's interesting.
So they have the talent show. Vision's showing off his talents. Wanda's trying to
Hide it.
hide
That
it.
was funny when he started like going up in the air and she's like,
She's like, you need to stop.
doing the pulley.
And the part where he's like, I'm gonna do it, and he like puts the thing through him. Like he was just
The
like,
hat.
I'm just gonna do it. And
Yeah.
I thought it was so funny the way he said it.
Yeah, it was.
Do you want to make my husband Fred disappear? No.
No.
So
That was good.
so they have the talent show. They win an award for having,
The best comedy
Best
act.
which is they kind of turned the corner there. She got on the
Got on
good
her
side
good
of
side.
Dottie or Dot or whoever.
Well, and then too, it's like, well, where in the world did this award come from?
She
Right.
just made it up. It was the first
And this
one,
is a
right?
talent show. It's like you're supposed to win the talent show. Like, where's this whole comedy act thing come from?
Right.
And who won the real things? What?
Right.
And yeah, the actress is credited as both characters. Like it is her. It's confirmed that she is playing the character from Captain Marvel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Very
cool.
neat. What is with Tina and her hair?
Deep purple.
Deep
we got to
purple.
see it. We got to see it.
Why's Tina dyeing her hair?
I don't know. She was washing it yesterday. Today she's dyeing it.
I mean, you wash it like once a month or once a year. Next thing you know, you have to dye it. I don't know, Tina.
Flipper's been cooking a meal for like 2 days now.
Maybe they're stuck in this alternate universe.
Yeah, right?
Four kids haven't eaten in 2 days
For the children.
for the children. All right.
AJ's knocking on the door. Feed me.
So, are we ready to talk about the ending of this episode?
Let's talk about the ending. Go ahead.
Yes.
Because
Jump into
we,
it.
we see they get back to the house with the little trophy or whatever,
Yes.
and then they're standing there in the living room talking, and all of a sudden now Wanda's pregnant,
Yes.
and so we take a turn there. Well, then they hear the noise again and go outside. Oh, actually, wait. First off, it goes color.
It goes color, right?
Yeah.
And we end up now we're in the 70s, and and they go outside, and they see the guy coming out of the manhole, the beekeeper, and then it rewinds.
Well,
She's like, no.
Wanda
Sorry.
doesn't like that.
No.
Sorry,
it's not
it
happening.
doesn't go color yet. They go outside, and then then they see the beekeeper. Then it rewinds, and then it becomes color.
Right.
So what family do you think they're going to parody for the 70s?
Brady Bunch.
Possibly.
Oh
I
no,
think
but
it's
Brady
Brady
Bunch had a bunch of children, so you have to figure.
True, but that might play into this.
Yeah, it plays into her having the children.
Yeah,
It's
we'll
got to be
see.
Brady Bunch. It's got to be Brady Bunch.
No,
I think it does.
I want it to be Good Times.
Good times.
Good times.
Good times.
What you? Good
No.
Times. With Jimmy.
Dynamite.
Dynamite.
And who knows? We might actually get to see their kids eventually.
Well, they do show that the kids are born.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like on one of the trailers.
I haven't
Maybe
seen
it was
any.
at the end
I
or
haven't seen
something.
it.
Or
So
Yeah.
good.
I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be really cool going forward.
I think the chat's perfect. Happy Days. You're going to see
Happy
Nick
Days.
Fury. Nick Fury as Fonzie.
Onesie. Garrett.
Hey.
Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days.
We
Sorry.
just got copyrighted.
No, we did not. I love that show.
That hour went quick.
Yeah.
It
Dad
did. Well,
said that they're going to do Friends for the 90s. I don't think they're going to do that.
Oh, come on. How could you not do Friends?
we
Could
talked
you
about a
imagine
lot,
Vision?
but we didn't answer any questions.
I know, right?
That girl.
Well, we can't answer any questions.
We can't answer
I
any
know,
questions.
I know.
As much of a nerds as we are to watch this show, they don't give us enough information. And here's the thing: if you're looking at this, and if you don't go any of if you don't watch any of the breakdowns or the Easter egg trailers, just as fans watching the show, they don't give us a lot of information. If we were just fans of Marvel and watching the show, is it a good show? Yes. Is it what you expect as a Marvel show? For me, no. But it's still a good show.
I think it's good that they're doing this though, because they do take into consideration that not everybody who watches Marvel loves action. They don't need to have action. Every single piece of content that they create doesn't need to have a fight scene. And
Look at Tracy. He's not happy about
they're
that.
trying to cater to a lot of different audiences. That's what Star Wars did. That's what Marvel's trying to do now. I think it's really good what they're doing, and I think it's very smart of them, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes.
Yes. Because like I said, it makes me want to go back and watch some of the other movies now.
It's entertaining.
Because if you think
It
about
is
this,
entertaining.
I don't know how much action is going to be in WandaVision. Thinking about Falcon and Winter Soldier, there's going to be a lot of action in that.
All right. So it's not that people that watch the Star Wars for the Mandalorian got hooked on Star Wars. They just got hooked on the Grogu, because when I'm watching it at my house, all I get was, oh, look at him. He's so cute.
Look at him.
But that's not true, because Mom's actually interested in the story. So
That is true, which we have to watch. So.
I think there will be some action in WandaVision, though.
I think
I
Sooner or later.
just
think
think
it's
it's going to be as
down
much
the line.
as people like Dad want there to be.
Dynamite. Next week. Dynamite.
Well, okay. Whose channel is it on next week? First of all,
Tracy's.
Tracy's. Okay. One of these days, I'll get it. No, I won't.
It goes me, Kenzie, Rush, you. Me, Kenzie, Rush, you.
Okay.
Okay.
He's not.
I
gonna-
feel like maybe they're going to pattern it after shows that have to do with families that maybe she could have seen. Like, I like that theory about, how she sees the ideal family situation for that particular decade. So it might be
Like I
Brady
said,
Bunch. Yeah.
And that when they get to the 80s version, you're gonna see Vision doing the Bill Cosby opening dance.
I don't know about that. How about that show? What was the show with Michael?
Family Ties.
Family
Family
Ties.
Ties.
Yeah, maybe Family Ties or something like that.
Someone
you know?
said
I mean, there
Seinfeld.
are a lot that they could use,
Well-
and then they'll probably, gather and borrow from the bunch.
Yeah, 'cause-
Kay said that girl, but that girl was single, wasn't
yeah.
she?
It's like they want to do. She sees it as like a family, the family dynamic, and how
Dallas.
Yeah.
Who shot Vision?
Who
Who
killed
shot
Jay,
Vision?
who killed Jay Vision?
Or at the end of the episode, she's gonna walk in. Next thing you know, she see Vision in the shower, like they just forgot the whole episode.
Dad Build said, I think the action is going to progress pretty quickly. And Bluto said, watch the second trailer.
The trailer.
Yeah, we watched
the trailer
that, yes.
was-
And you see Vision like flying, and it's like, woo.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff coming. I'm excited. So
Well, one of those episodes, you see them in their classic costumes, so it's got to be like a Halloween time episode.
Yeah, Halloween
Right.
episode.
well, and I'm
Yeah.
kind of wondering if that's the next one because they're kind of the 70s looking costumes and
Yes.
they're
one
dressed
I
up
grew
as themselves, which is funny.
And they have Funko Pops of those characters already.
No, they don't.
They do, yeah. They have Funkos of the 50s, 60s, and Halloween costumes.
You're kidding me. Oh,
I saw them at
great.
Hot Topic, yeah.
Here
Yeah.
we go.
Here we go.
Garrett's already got them. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
I'm sure he
He's already
does.
got them.
Or
He's gonna show them tonight on his show.
He's the designer.
Wow.
Yeah, Garrett's secretly Loki
Garrett's
and a
hooked up.
designer of all Pop Funkos.
Yeah.
I got to get those now. You know what? I think I do remember seeing those. They were like pre-order.
I saw them at Hot Topic, yeah.
All right. I'm going to be doing a search after this.
They might have them at the Marvel store at Disney Springs, Ange.
Oh, geez. I'm going to have to head up. We're gonna have
Those
to head
wheels
over.
are turning in her head right now. She needs to get in the car.
I'm like,
If they're not already sold out, but yeah.
You're on your own for
Don't
dinner,
say that.
kids. We're out of here.
oh, and a WandaVision pin?
Yep.
Really?
Oh, yeah. WandaVision pin. Yeah.
Great.
Uh-oh. What's Kenzie's trying to show?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So they've got human version of Vision, Vision himself, Wanda, and then they've got 70s and then the
I
Halloween.
love 70s Vision. Oh, my.
Yeah, they're good.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that's the Vision I grew up with right there.
Mhm.
The bright red, bright green, yellow.
Well, that's the Halloween costume.
No,
That's what he.
this is the
that's
how he
Halloween
looked in the
costume.
comics. That's how he looked in the comics.
Yeah, that's
Really?
Yes.
Yes. You can see it's Halloween because he has a popcorn or a
Yeah.
Halloween bucket.
Yeah.
That's a nice touch, Garrett. When you design that, putting the pumpkin bucket on there for
nice
Halloween.
job, Garrett.
The
Nice
candy
job,
bucket. Nice, Garrett. Way to go. You thought
Look
of
at she's
everything.
got the lobster.
That
Yeah.
is adorable.
Oh, she has a lobster in her hand? Is that?
Oh,
Yeah.
my word.
Oh, my. Out the window.
I love it.
I love these.
I do
Yakety yak.
too.
Don't come back. Oh, Wanda's got the candy bucket too.
I
Again,
love it.
Garrett, nice. And look, there she's got a
Oh,
nice
there's-
big baby bump.
And her belly. Oh, my gosh.
What does she have in her hand? Right? What does
Looks
she have
like
in
a
her
fruit
right hand?
salad.
It looks like a bowl of fruit.
Is that an orange?
Yeah.
And a fruit salad.
Okay.
There's going to be.
Spoiler.
What's
Assuming
up,
that'll be
Cody?
relevant.
Welcome in, Cody. Strive to
Hey.
do better.
Hey, Cody.
Oh, man.
We're just finishing up here, buddy.
I got so many Funkos to buy now.
Shush.
This needs to be looked into further on Crop and Shop.
Yeah.
Oh,
You want?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can't turn Nerd Talk into Crop and Shop, Kens.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
All right.
All
Let's
right.
go around the table. Russ, what do you got coming up?
I'm pretty sure I'm going to be on spilling Disney tea this evening with Tina and Chris.
Okay.
And then on Tuesday we've got book club with Tina. We're doing
Majesty Circuit Service.
on our Majesty Secret Service, chapter 3, 4, and 5. And then on Saturday we'll be doing the top 10 thing that Dean's doing with the Live Place, and I'll be talking Marvel. We're going to be doing the top 10 best event of the MCU, or the best things of
Marvel
the
moments.
MCU. Marvel moments. So, yeah. Hopefully,
Awesome.
if you guys are available, you can come, but totally understand if you can't. The Saturdays
Awesome.
are hard. But yeah, we're gonna have a good discussion there, I think. So
Nice.
And a huge congratulations for Russ for hitting 250 subscribers and for
Thank you.
Tracy hitting 200. Mike Wheeler says.
Woo!
thank
Well,
you.
I said it. I was just reading what Mike said.
You did say it.
I did say it. Mike wrote it.
All right, Tracy.
Thursday. I didn't get in time to the top 10, so I'm not going to do it. But I will be building a
Is that Chia?
Lego.
Is
Boba
that Chia?
Fett.
Chia Pet?
That's Boba Fett.
Oh.
Lego.
Nice.
So technically, it's going to be Kenzie building the Lego set and me aggravating Kenzie while she builds the Lego set. Like what will happen when we did the
Steamboat Willie.
Steamboat Willie.
Okay. Tracy, is it too late to get into the top 10?
I don't think it is, but I don't think I have anything in mind.
Got it. Okay.
But I know a lot of people, like I would have taken Star Wars stuff, and I think there's a lot of people that's already done some stuff or put some stuff in on Star Wars, and I just can't think of what I would want to solidify around on.
Yeah.
Top,
Okay.
10 top 10 times Chewbacca fixed the Millennium Falcon. Go.
Top 10 times Chewbacca was the best Star Wars character. Go.
I could probably do the top 10 legacy novels that I read. I think that's what I'll do.
There you
Instead of
go.
Lego build Ken's. What I'll do is
While I build, you're going to talk about Star Wars? Sounds good.
we could do that.
Yeah. It sounds
I mean,
fun.
you're already building Boba Fett.
See what brainstorming does?
So the top 10 legacy novels that I read.
I like it.
And I have the copies of the book, so I could probably pull them out and
Perfect.
Show and tell.
Perfect.
show and tell.
If you saw the amount of Star Wars books downstairs,
I think
Hey,
he,
we
I
could
think he
turn
showed
around.
us.
We could
I think
turn
I
that
did
around
show you
though.
guys
If you
before.
saw the amount of Beauty and the Beast stuff.
Or Winnie the Pooh.
goes
Oh,
both ways.
my.
Oh no,
Look.
Beauty and the Beast! I have way more Beauty and the Beast stuff.
Touche.
I recently acquired.
If you've noticed, Jeff is dressed like Pooh today. He's got the red
You
shirt
got
on.
that, Kenzie? How did you get that?
I'm not
Is that
wearing
the
any
Disney
pants
store?
either, Tracy.
I
It
know.
was at the
I kinda
Disney
figured that.
store? Are you kidding me? Oh,
Do you like that?
I tried to get a pass. I think it's cute. I know people,
What is it? What's it supposed
people
to be?
say it's a disaster, but I like it.
What's on them? I don't get it.
The whole thing is, well, if you'd let me explain, Jeff.
What is it? What's on them? I don't get it.
Please
Looks like a
calm
bunch
down.
of roses, buddy.
I'm just trying to explain it.
Oh, I
The
got
whole
it.
thing is that
I got it.
it's stitches with different themes. So I only got this one because it's Beauty and the Beast. I'm not planning on getting any of the other ones.
Mhm.
Only this one.
It's cute.
Just because it's Beauty and the Beast. That's all I care about. It could be any character themed Beauty and the Beast and I'd get it. I don't care that it's Stitch. I love
Okay.
Stitch, but I don't care. It's the Beauty and the Beast part of it that counts, and that's why I want it.
It's adorable.
Would it be better if it was Pooh with roses all over it?
You know what? I would be fine with literally any character. You know
Why
what?
not?
Should have just done like the Beast or something.
It's
Why
like
did they choose Stitch?
Stitch is crashing. You know how Stitch crashes stuff, I guess? I don't know.
Stitch is crashing into different movies
Oh, I
each
gotcha.
month.
All right.
Each month. So.
Yeah, Frankie has very strong opinions about those.
I love it.
I don't hate it.
I
think
don't
it's
hate it
cute.
either. I think it's cute. Like I said, I'm not getting any other ones, just this one because I don't need 12 of those massive Stitch plushies.
Yes, I agree.
I just wanted it because it's Beauty and the Beast. That's
I
all
wanted the pin, but yeah. So, well, Kenzie, how about you? What do you have coming up, darling?
Cody, that's funny.
I've got, I also didn't talk to Dean about doing a top 10, but I'm probably going to. I just got to see what everybody else did so I don't do the same thing as someone else.
Okay.
Tomorrow at 4:30 on my channel.
Does he have a list?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he sent it out in an
He
email.
emailed it out.
Oh, he did. Did you get it, Jeff? He emails it to Jeff, and I don't see it.
Don't. I have so much email.
So,
So,
Kenzie, you're going to do that tomorrow?
Yep.
And what else?
Welcome in,
Anything
Fish
else
Tropic.
coming up?
not really. That's all I can really think of. Maybe I can do top 10 things in my Beauty and the Beast collection. Who knows?
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Do that.
Top 10 times that your dad has annoyed you.
I have
This
way
this
more
week.
than
Today?
You could break it down to the
last
last
week.
That's gonna be really hard. There's so many. There's so many.
Just many. You got to limit it to like a week or a day, an hour.
I don't know if I can limit it to a day.
Oh boy.
Matt says top 100 things from your Beauty and the Beast collection.
Who knows? Who knows?
Too funny.
He's witnessed. He
Mhm.
sees
Yeah.
how I am when I'm in public or when I'm doing something and I see something Beauty and the Beast and I'm just like, he's like, you're insane.
Did you see what Cody said, Ken's? Cody said that
I saw that. Yeah, I know.
I love Stitch. Don't really care for Beauty and the Beast.
Mom doesn't like Stitch, but
No.
that's her own thing.
Is it going to be a Pocahontas one, you think?
Who knows? They haven't. Well, because when they did the monthly thing last year, they announced what each of them were going to be ahead of time. I don't think they've announced all these ones. I think they're
Okay. It's going to be a surprise.
Okay.
All right. So tomorrow we have Hollywood Studios. We'll be streaming from there.
I'll be
And
working.
You'll be working. And then Wednesday we're on with
Disney Nerd Herders.
Disney Nerd Herders. Thank you.
And then
Thursday, hopefully Dreaming with the Mouse.
hopefully Myers have Dreaming with the Mouse.
We're hoping for that. And then
Friday is not pizza night.
No pizza night.
No.
this
No
Friday.
pizza night this Friday.
Saturday we're hoping to do the slide challenge. Maybe with Joey, we're going to see. We're supposed to do that slide challenge at Saratoga Springs. The only thing is the temperature is going to be like 75 degrees. So
Oh
that's
no, you can't back out now.
no.
75 degrees is great though.
75
I
degrees
was
is
hoping
great.
it'd be like 40 degrees and then have to
Oh.
slide.
Yeah, you don't care because you're not doing it.
Exactly.
She wants to see me
Why?
freeze my
So is Jeff going to be in his Speedo?
chestnuts off.
Oh boy.
Jeff in his Speedo.
We'll see. We'll see. So it could be interesting.
I'm going to be all lubed up. I'm going to be baby oiled up.
So it'll go right down that slide.
You got to get
You
back.
know that Chris is watching, right? You
I
do
don't
know
know.
Chris is watching, right?
I don't know if he's here anymore. But
Oh,
you got to get all lubed up so you slide down that slide real fast.
Oh, that built the sound right.
Oh, son of a gun. All right.
man.
Well,
Hashtag soundbite. Oh man. Well, thanks for being here, everyone. I know we went over a little bit, but there was a lot to
yes,
talk
we went
about.
over.
We got a little bit of crop and shop in there, and you know.
I'm glad that everybody's interested in this because
Yes.
Yeah.
I sent you guys a text. I was like, I really hope you guys don't hate this.
No,
I don't hate it.
So I'm fine.
I just
Yeah.
don't understand it yet.
Well, I know. So, but I'm excited about it, and yeah.
So thanks
my
again,
goodness.
everyone, for being here. Thanks to all the
Thank you, guys.
mods. And then next week on Tracy's channel will be episode 3.
3 of WandaVision. Unless they
3 or
drop.
4 depends on how many they drop.
Yeah.
If they
we'll
drop
have to
2,
see.
we'll be doing 2 again. So
So, okay. All right, everyone. We'll hope to see you tomorrow at, we'll be at Hollywood Studios. So hope
bright
to
and
see
early.
you then.
Hopefully,
And
we'll get
we
Rise
will-
of the Resistance.
See everyone soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks.
Oh,
How do I end this? Oh, yeah.
end
here.
broadcast. Bye.
You ask that every time.
I'm so